What's up? This is Ray. Welcome back. Hey, we got a cool episode today. We're going to be checking out technical audio. I've always been trying to find the perfect audio solution for years. I still haven't found it, but I really narrowed it down. Today we're going to be reviewing the Comica audio mixer. And the whole point of this mixer is it allows you to control the volume going into your camera or your phone. So many times the mics I have are not loud enough, or plenty of times they're actually too loud, and I have no way of controlling it beyond the camera gain. So this allows us to manipulate the audio more specifically, and it's more importantly, by turning the gain down, I can block a lot of the traffic, the wind, the airplanes. Those things help me so much. So yeah, if you're curious about getting more technical with your audio, stick around. We're going to be checking out the Comica audio mixer that you're listening to right now. Stay tuned. All right, so at this part of the video, normally I'll be holding the product that I'm talking about, but it's sitting on top of the camera now, so we're going to have to play some B-roll. So we're going to talk about what comes in the box. Of course, it comes with the mixer. The mixer comes with a pigtail attachment that connects from the mixer to your camera, and it also comes with a cold shoe adapter to connect it to the top of your camera. That's pretty much the basics, what it comes with. It uses two AAA batteries, but it does not come with the batteries, and those batteries are what give it the amount of power it needs to do what it does. Now I have to point out, I don't really need the mixer in a quiet indoor environment like this. The time I need it most is when I'm outdoors or if I'm interviewing two people or something technical. But I want you to hear what this mixer can do as far as lowering outside noise. I'm going to play a clip now of me in a loud outdoor environment by a highway, and I'm going to play it, you listening to the in-camera microphone. You're going to hear how loud it is. Then we're going to play it with a unidirectional mic in the same place. You're going to see a big difference. So let's listen to the in-camera mic first. Okay, so this is the whole point of having a mixer like this. Right now I unplugged the microphone. You're listening to the in-camera microphone. I probably sound far away. You're hearing all this traffic. You probably hear wind going by, and it just sounds really bad. So the whole point of having this mixer is you're able to put the microphone close to your mouth. You're able to turn the gain down so that you can eliminate as much of this as possible, and you can see the benefits. So I'm going to cut this off now. I'm sure you get the point of how bad it sounds. Let's go back to the microphone. All right, so it's terrible. It's unusable to try to record in that environment, right? So now we're going to listen to it with a unidirectional mic, and I'm also going to explain what a unidirectional mic does. So let's listen to that running through the Comica mixer. Oh, one more thing. I want to show you something a lot of people don't talk about is the importance of using a unidirectional microphone. It picks up sound that's in front of it, and it kind of rejects sounds around and behind it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to point the microphone right now. Now the microphone is pointing straight at the camera. My voice probably dropped. It sounds like I'm in a tunnel or something. It's much lower. This is what you want, especially if there's noise behind you or around you. And so now I'm going to turn it slowly back towards my mouth, and you notice how it sounds normal and fine again. But ideally you're going to want to put this on your shirt close to your mouth, and you want it to point up. That way everything around it gets lower. So that, with a combination of turning down the gain, allows you to be able to stand in a loud place like this and still be heard by the camera without being drowned out too much by the traffic. All right, so on the other side of the camera you have three microphone inputs: a left, a stereo, and a right. So the way you would use those is if someone being interviewed here, you'd plug them on the left channel, and the same thing if someone here, you'd plug them on the right channel, both running into the camera. The one in the middle is a stereo, and that's what you would use if it's just one person using a stereo microphone. So that's pretty much it. And another thing to keep in mind, two of these switches have three different types of mics inputs you can use: a line, a microphone, and a 3-volt. And I won't get into all of those right now. The instructions can tell you, but it just shows that there's so many different combinations on how to use it properly, how to get the most of it. And I had to read the manual because there was one time I'm throwing all the switches and I wasn't getting any sound, and it was my human error. I hadn't switched them in the right combination. So it's important to keep those things in mind, though, especially if you're doing a technical type of recording. Okay, so look, this is a perfect example how this works. Look at the audio meter, how it's peaking into the red. That's not good because the sound is going to be distorted. You're going to hear a popping sound. So that's where this mixer comes in. I'm going to adjust the left side first. I'm going to turn it down. And you're going to notice how you want it to turn it down just to where it's not in the red. And I'm going to turn the right side down. And you kind of want it a little more than the middle. But the good thing about this is, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, there's a headphone jack right here. That way you could listen and hear exactly if it is too loud, too soft, if there's any static or anything like that. And another reason this is important is if you have two mics running into the mixer, you can adjust them independently. Very important because a lot of cameras don't have a headphone jack to monitor your audio. All right, so that's my review of the Comica audio mixer. Hopefully you benefited from this. Definitely want to thank Comica for reaching out to me and offering me the chance to test this, because I probably wouldn't realize I needed it or the benefit of it if they hadn't offered it to me. It wasn't on my radar. So yeah, of course, as always, I'm going to put a link below where you can get it. I'm going to put the price up here somewhere, or maybe here. It's in the $50 range. So yeah, if you have any questions that I may have forgot to put in here, definitely put them in the questions below. But yeah, thanks for watching though, and keep in mind, no matter what you do for your videos audio, until next time, as always, keep it real.